Greetings! It is I, Batty Von Bat. They call me Batty Von Bat because it's my name. Hello. Uh, I have done a crazy thing and moved all of my stuff. So I moved it all into my bedroom so I had more easier access to things, and as a result, I think everything's working okay, but I don't 100% know. So, please tell me. Shoot, this always happens. YouTube really wants to turn on top chat instead of live chat, even if I tell it otherwise. But I want to hear everyone's chat. Where was I? Oh, yes. Yeah, please let me know if there are any weird things happening with the sound or anything else. It seems like everything's going okay, but sometimes it's hard to tell on my end. All right. With that out of the way, oh, the sun's going down. That's okay. With that out of the way, here we go. Let's go see the aftermath of my birthday party. Woo! Wow, that's crazy. I am using a new shader too. Doing a lot of new things, which doing a lot of new things at the same time is not usually the best idea. But, yeah, so this was where my birthday party happened. Whoa, that is very glowy. So a little bit about that. My son made this very cool, somewhat stressful mod called Chaos Mod. And it does crazy things. And for my birthday, he made a new version and he added these lucky cakes. And it was very cute. He asked me what kind of cake I wanted. And, okay. I don't hear the game audio. I will tweak that in a minute. But anyway, he made these delightful cakes for me. It was cute because he asked me like what my favorite colors were and what my favorite kind of cake, so he could make this specially for me, which is very sweet. Oh no, I do hear audio sound. I guess it's just turned down a little. So the Chaos Mod, the way it works is that it checks every so often, and potentially creates a random chaos event. And they include things like blocks falling from the sky, or whatever this is. Anvils, yeah. There are also some very scary mobs that can appear. That's just a normal one. Oop. It's killing my lemon boy. Oh, my lemon boy. The lemon boy is not part of the Chaos Mod. There we go. Whoop. Hi. So, I invited people to come play with me on my birthday. I think some of them had fun, but it was really like a lot. A lot was going on. And what I didn't know at the time, because I set the chaos, much to his annoyance, I had set the chaos mod to chaos level 0. And that means that no chaos will happen on its own. However, chaos events can still happen if you open these, like eat these lucky cakes or open the lucky blocks that are scattered across the landscape. This is where we're all hiding. And that wasn't clear, really, to anybody. So that's why there's so much weird stuff out there. Yep. And then I tried to sort of offset all the insanity by adding mods that just seemed really cute and cozy and nice. Hello, Count Mosquito. Thank you for coming. Please let me know if the audio is okay, because I don't know. I moved everything. So one of the chaos things that can happen is they just plop these crazy structures down. These are chaos temples. There's actually a whole like story and stuff going on here. Ah. Oh, here. There's our bunker. Hi, Poet! Thanks, Count Mosquito. That makes me feel better. I can never tell if I'm, like, talking to nobody or what. Cool. There's still monsters nearby. Well, yeah, I didn't kill them. Great. Thank you so much for that. That's really helpful. So, yeah, so that's the Chaos mod. I'll show you how this... Here, I'm going to do it away from... I've kind of decided this is kind of like Ground Zero. Chaos Ground Zero. It looks like a weird... it just looks weird. Especially with all these chains hanging from the sky and stuff. That's nutty. Whoop. Get lost. Go away. This honeycomb glaive is a chaos mod thing. So let me go back towards the starter house. I made a mod. I included a mod in this that was... It gave us like a little starter house. And I figured that would be helpful for people kind of getting their bearings. But this was my first time setting up a server at all. And I discovered I had done some things not quite right. For example, I put spawn protection, because that sounds reasonable, right? Well, it meant that nobody could, like, use the bed that was in here, or the crafting table, or, like... get the starter gear out of the chest, or any of the stuff that I wanted people to be able to do. So that's, everything's a learning experience. That's what I tell myself. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for it to be daytime. Why didn't I go to the bunker? Oh, right, I did go to the bunker. There were monsters. I could not sleep. So, like, this stuff's all over the landscape now. It's kind of crazy around here. There's also, let me see, I don't really, where is it? I don't know if I'll go in it all the way, but I will go near the glitch biome. Which is another big feature of this mod. Just so you can see... Boop, boop, boop. And then I don't really want to do it at night, but once it starts lighting up a bit, I will show you. I'll try eating some of these cakes and you'll see. You'll see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, darn it. Did I die? Did I kill it? Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, glitch biome. All right, we're getting to the edges here of the glitch biome. I don't like going in the glitch biome. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool and it looks really cool. But it is not for the faint of heart or people who don't like hearing thunder a lot. Here, I'll show you this goose. Goose. Why a goose? Well, my son explains. They are the agents of chaos. Here are glitch blocks. Here's another one of those temples. Yep. Glitch biome. Woohoo! I'm out of here. And then there's some cool, like, crafting things you can make, like this honeycomb glaive. Bees are symbols of order. So, yep. And these glitch blocks are kind of awful. That's another way to make the chaos level increase is by walking through one of those glitch blocks. Geese are diabolical. They're scary. Honestly, oh my god, what happened here? I know exactly what happened here. This is amazing, actually. This is an anvil graveyard or something. That's crazy. Oh man, that's so funny. There's magma cubes over there. So, Cow Mosquito and I actually streamed an earlier version of this mod, and it was totally insane. And B-Rome, my son, has actually done quite a lot of like rebalancing, and like he's really worked on it. It's still a lot, especially if you're not expecting it. He has not, I don't think my son's played the Untitled Goose Game, but he definitely is very familiar with it. And it basically, anything that is like a game that the YouTubers play, my kids can tell you a lot about it. So we watched a bunch of videos of that. Okay, so let me try, I'm going to open up one of these surprise boxes, loot boxes, lucky blocks, that's what they're called. Oh, good. Got one of those jerks. Hello! Okay, and then this is why there's chains everywhere, because it says, yikes. Because it says one is lucky, the other is not. I just heard something. Oh. And then silverfish fall from the sky. So, to be honest, a lot of things that happen are kind of like trolls directed explicitly at yours truly. I hate the silverfish a lot. Like a lot. Which my darling child knows. Although that actually came out of a joke that he and I were both making, because he was asking me for what kind of events there should be, and I said, there should be fish falling from the sky. So sometimes fish fall from the sky, and then sometimes silverfish. I've muted myself. I muted myself. Don't worry, that probably wasn't important. I seem to do that actually quite a bit. I don't know what I'm pressing to mute me, but okay. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe that's just for voice chat. I don't know. I'm still new. I'm still a newbie. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Okay, so I'm gonna eat a cake. I'm gonna eat one of these cakes. I guess I put it down. I don't remember. You could hear me the whole time? Okay. Well, I was just confusing myself then. How come I don't remember how to do this? Unless it's just messed. Okay, sometimes there's a bug. Isn't this how I do the cake? Oh yeah, see, I got a diamond that time. So the cakes, so this is cute too, is that he made it so I got to yeet a cola, which by the way, don't ever drink this. Hot tip. Oh no, my diamonds. Um, so this cake is bugged. But what he did was he put in these cakes specifically for my birthday, and he made it so that you just type LC, LC, and you get a cake. And the cakes are mostly good things, but not always, I guess. Oh, come on. Why aren't you caking properly? Well, this worked the other day. So, that's too bad. Oh no, it's kind of working. Sometimes I think it has, but I don't know why it keeps coming back like that. That's not normal. Yeah. And he programmed it so that you could only get lucky cakes on the week of my birthday every year, which of course is going to change, but sometimes. But it was a sweet idea. So this is my other child's starter base. Yeah. Oh, we have a mod that lets you do plushies, and you make like little surprise boxes of plushies, and the plushies are all game references. Why is the world ending? Oh my gosh. All right, something very weird is happening. This is not a chaos mod feature. Huh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try. What if I try switching back to the other shader? I don't know. Is it just not drawing in? Yeah, until Goose Game. Okay, I'm gonna try, let's see. I'm gonna go back to my other shader. That is less beautiful, but is quite nice. And I don't know. Maybe it's lighter weight, so the stuff draws in. I don't know. Back to game. Okay. Let me see if there's a world. There's no world. What happened to the world? What happened to the world? Very strange. It's still on the map. Curious. Well, let me see if I can go to the place where I was building something. Whoa. Very interesting. Okay. I'm going to try to reconnect real quick. But I'll still be chit-chatting. I don't know. That was weird. That didn't happen when we were doing the birthday stream. Don't look. Okay, it's my world here now. Do you exist again? I think so. I wonder if the cake works better now too. I'm gonna do it away from that place. There we go. That's what it's supposed to do. There's a really good one though that he put in just for me. Well, all the cakes are for me, but I don't know. There's one. Oops, sorry. There's one he put in that like just emits bats when you break it, which is, dang it, delightful. Although I'll take the Totem of Dying, thank you. Maybe I'll try again later. So, but now, I heard them. Okay, so now I will go and show you what I am working on in this crazy, crazy land. Maybe I'll mention a couple of the other mods just for context. So we have a really cute one that I like that adds a lot of more crops and food to the game and stuff. And it also has, so it adds fruit trees and then these little fruit critters that run around. And you can tame the fruit critters, and they're not very strong, but they will fight for you. This is, I don't know. I thought maybe I would make some kind of like party pavilion or something. But I didn't finish it because Chaos has a way of eating time. So, oh yes, and there's also, we have a mod that lets you do necromancy, and I have no idea how it works. I got as far as making a complete dead bat body, but yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to work beyond that. So yeah, so just some nice, I like the mods that we added. I was trying to add stuff that was just kind of fun and maybe, I don't know, party atmosphere-y. There's a surprising lack of things like party decorations in mods. I don't know why. Doesn't everybody want to make their birthday parties in Minecraft? Here, eat this. Yay! He's my friend. This hot pink is chaoticite, which you can use to make some cool weapons and stuff. So now there's no monsters. I'm actually going to sleep. Yeah, and so this is where the party was happening. This building, I decided that I was going to try to reuse some of the stuff from these chaos shrines. To take something crazy and turn it into something helpful. There's still guys in here. Whatever. They can stay for now. So yeah, this is where it all happened. My birthday. But curiously, this is all these segues are going to lead somewhere. Probably, maybe. Curiously though, something interesting happened on my birthday as well, which is that my kids, well, my eldest one, mainly, but I just wanted I didn't want to stream with them on. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, hi Riot! Wow! It's so cool to, yes, your mom has been keeping me up to date on Facebook. I especially love seeing your fashion photos. Well, what I think of as your fashion photos. You've got some good looks going on. Oh yeah, I know! Oh, that's so cool. Thanks for tuning in, Riot. I hope everything's going well for you guys. You're welcome. I never thought of you that way, but you're welcome. I'm glad you guys seem to be doing well. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. Right, someone I know from practically another lifetime, actually, I would say. And also, Riot is probably one of the coolest names I've ever heard in my life. So there. Okay. I was diatribing. What was my diatribe? Oh yeah, my birthday. So, on my birthday, I had a whole plan. Actually, you should have seen like my list of things I wanted to do. As my birthday week was approaching, because I tend to be like that. I like My plans are always pretty flippin' over the top. I'm an ambitious person with ADHD, and I think the ADHD is actually part of the ambitious part. I get carried away. Ghost knows how I feel about your name. It's cool. um, so I was all excited to stream. I was really excited actually for my birthday to stream. I had this whole plan. I had was gonna have an online party. I invited people from this other server I'm on. And some of them came and it was great. But things went kind of awry, more so than I expected, because as I was saying, both my kids were playing, and that's fine. I invited Ghost to play. I thought they would want to play for like a little bit and then not. They're like that they were just humoring me, you know, kind of, which is fine. I'll take that. And then my son kind of just completely out of the blue decided he wanted to play and was very excited. So playing with them, I don't get to do that very often anymore, and it was a treat. And also, it was very frustrating because I didn't want them on stream. They didn't want to be on stream. And so I thought, they would play for a little bit and go away, and then I would take a short break and then stream. Where'd you come from? Oh, this is one of my favorite mods, by the way, that I added for this party situation. Woo! I love that so much. We'll let the creepers come get me now, because it's just so funny. So I didn't get to stream. And then I thought to myself, oh, no big deal. Whatever. But then it started, my birthday was on Tuesday, and I started getting really bummed out. Wednesday, we had plans. My big kid and I went to this really cool electronics store that we have to drive like an hour to get to. And my mother-in-law had invited me to pick up some toys for myself, so I did, and that was fun. But it was like, I don't know, everything was just sort of shaded by this sense of, I don't know, just being bummed. That's the best way to say it. I was not happy. I was just feeling low. And then I thought about it, and here's the thing. When you get to a certain age, I think, and maybe this is true for me. Hey there, thank you for coming. I was just getting to the existential crisis part of the programming, so good timing. So I was really bummed I didn't get to stream. I was also confused why I was so bummed, and for me, once I hit a certain age, my birthdays started being really reflective things, where, I don't know, it's like I start thinking, it starts putting all these thoughts in my head about what am I doing with my life, and the thing with the Minecraft content creation is that I don't need a birthday to lie awake at night wondering what I'm doing with my life, because I don't know. It's very weird. So I am a little older than your average Minecraft YouTuber. A a little, just a little. And I go back and forth between my brain will go all over the place. So it'll be like, why are you doing this? I'm like, oh, it's just a fun hobby. It's just for fun. And then I'm like poring over analytics to find out, see if I can discern why my last video didn't do so well or did do so well or whatever. And then I'll think like, well, maybe I could make some money doing this. Like if I even made a little bit of money, I'd be cool. That would be pretty cool. And then I go back to, this isn't working, this is never going to work, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. All those brain things that happen. But my brain will get on this like carousel, right? Where it's like going around and around and around. And I'm having fun making stuff, and also in between the moments when I'm having fun, just kind of like freaking out and questioning my entire life. So this sounds I don't know. Maybe this sounds dramatic. I'm not sure. So the thing is, I am a very, very creative person. I have like a notebook full of ideas of things that I could be, like videos I could be making and streams I want to do, and like so much stuff I would never, might never get to it. And it is fun. I have a really good time. I like making videos. Although I find it a little stressful because I feel like I have to get, thank you. I feel like I have to get things out on a certain schedule or whatever, and that stresses me out. But I really like streaming a lot. I like interacting with people, and I like playing Minecraft and talking. Yeah. I bet. I actually like, yeah, I know. So, I love the immediate feedback in streaming, or, I like people talking while I'm doing stuff, and I like talking to them back, and oh, look at the pretty rainbow. So it is fun. And I could like maybe convince myself to like call it a hobby and, move on. But there are a lot of things at play, honestly. So one thing, I don't like talking about this. However, I was, until a couple years ago, a video game designer. I had a career spanning like 25-ish years designing video games. I don't want to talk about like what games I worked on or, whatever. I don't want to talk about that. But I just want to say that I invested a lot of my life in that, and a lot of my education. Like I have 2 freaking new media degrees, and like it's just crazy. Like I don't know. It's just such a huge part of my life. And it also was a really hard part of my life because the game industry is kind of vile in certain ways. And I don't know, like, working for other people can be hard for me. Oops, I'm not doing that the right thing. I'm still not doing the right thing. There. Um, because, and maybe there's some, like, you know, some of that, like, pathological demand avoidance or something. Um, but, yeah. To try to make this brief, I never felt like really appreciated through my whole career. And I am confident in my skills as a game designer. I'm confident that I'm a great person to have on a team. I'm really, I'm a great team player. I try to bring up other people on the team. I try to make sure everybody's voice gets heard. And I think this is part of the whole puzzle too, is that I also grew up in the 80s, and there was this like cult basically about around winning. And winning meant a specific thing, which was making as much money as possible. And, you know, I like winning. So I definitely have been through these things about, you know, I'm not advancing, et cetera, et cetera, and not winning. And I have this whole failure complex. Where's this going? So, I had this career, which I invested my entire life in, and was almost completely my identity. Even though it never really gelled, like it didn't often gel with who I am as a person. I actually had this job where when COVID started, I got in big trouble. It was working for a startup, and the CEO, I'm not going to discuss the character of the CEO, but I don't know. I think she saw COVID as an opportunity to get more work done or something. But there were other people who were really, really not doing well. And there was like this person who was pretty new to the team, who lived in Canada, had just moved from wherever her home was to Montreal, didn't know anybody, and was there in her apartment, like just trying not to freak the fuck out, on a daily basis. And my boss liked to do this thing where at the end of our like team meetings, everybody was supposed to make a brag about stuff they did that week or something. And this poor girl said something about, you know, bragging that she made it through the day. She made it through another day. And I didn't even say it out loud. I said it in our Slack channel. Like, that's totally a legit brag. And then Next thing I know, I'm on a video call with my boss who's like berating me because she doesn't want people to get the wrong idea that it was okay to slack off. Yeah. So that's just one example. I could talk about a lot of examples about why I never really felt at home with the game industry. And that's not completely true. I felt at home when I was making stuff with other people. Like when I wasn't dealing with management or whatever, it was awesome. There are people who, if I found people, yeah, Oof is right. If I found people who were as passionate about games as I was, which is a lot, and we could, do these meetings and like draw from our experience, each of our experiences and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, then, that was amazing. That was like the best part of making video games. But there were a lot of parts that just weren't great. Yeah, what's really funny too is that this person accused me of oh my gosh, 2020 was wild. So for the obvious reasons, but then also because the place where I lived, we had these huge, crazy wildfires, and that took us so long to put out all the way. And so we were evacuated. I was evacuated to my mom and dad's house. Fortunately, I didn't live too far away. During COVID, and with the kids and my husband and my dog, and we were all in this like little studio apartment. And I was trying to get my work done. And I think I did a pretty respectable job under the circumstances. But the relationship with my boss just kept getting worse and worse. And finally, she fired me. And she claimed that she hadn't seen any deliverables from me for like months, is what she said, which was total BS. It was total BS, but also it's just sort of hilarious in a way because it tells you a lot, honestly, about what that work environment was like. That she fired me for BS reasons during the pandemic while I was evacuated from a wildfire. I don't know. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to like find it funny, I guess. I think it's pretty funny, I'll say. I could talk about that person all day, but I won't. I'm not going to. Whatever. It's just a really, like, strong example. So, that brings us back to Minecraft. So Minecraft, I started making Minecraft videos really just for a lark. I wanted to. It sounded fun. I just wanted to try it. It sounded like something that'd be really hard, but then I discovered that actually it was really easy to make little videos on while playing Bedrock on my iPad. So that was fun. But then, of course, I started getting more and more excited about it and like doing more and more stuff and making everything more complicated and then thinking like, what if? It's the dangerous what ifs. what if I could make money doing YouTube? Is it nighttime? I was totally... Yeah, I spaced out. It's nighttime. Where did my base go? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, well, there's that one. Ouch. Ouch. Because I think... I'm pretty sure... I don't know what would change this at this point. I'm pretty sure that my video game career is over. The industry has been awful for at least a couple years. I got laid off really right about the time that things were starting to get really bad in terms of hiring. What happened to this sheep? Wait. Okay. Maybe it wasn't as weird as I thought. So right about the time I laid off was things were getting really bad in terms of hiring. And one of the things that happened was that during COVID, everybody was stuck inside and playing video games, and it was very exciting and great. And so people built out their teams, and maybe overbuilt them and had to retract them, once COVID was over. The money wasn't flowing quite as much. Although I think that is at least partially not really that true, because the video game industry has made, I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to tell you exact numbers, but more money in the last year or two, record breaking amounts of money. But it is pretty much impossible to get a job. I don't see this changing. People keep saying, oh, it'll be better, it'll get better. I don't see it getting better. I apologize if there are any young people on who think about wanting to get a career in video games. All I can tell you is make indie games. You wouldn't want to work for many of those companies anyway. So and then AI. AI is destroying this industry. And the thing that makes me crazy is people say, oh, the AI bubble is going to burst. I'm like, you don't, that statement doesn't even make sense, because it's not like they want to compare it to the .com bubble, which I am old enough to remember and be affected by, actually, now that I think about it. But it's not the same thing at all, because the .com bubble was speculating on this demand that turned out to not be there. AI, what am I doing wrong here? AI is different because it is going to continue to save companies money. See, and that's the difference. It is going to continue to save companies money. And as long as it does that, we're stuck with it. As everyone likes to tell me over and over again whenever I complain about AI. Well, we're stuck with it, so you better get used to it. I'm like, I will not go gentle into the dying of the light. So anyway, that leads me back to YouTube and what I'm doing with my life. Now, as a game designer, my set of skills is very, very specific, at least on paper. I know how to do a lot of things that, a lot of things, but it doesn't matter because, it doesn't, you look at my resume and you don't see the evidence of that, right? I could say, this is not me, but this is just an example. I could say I have spent my whole life baking with, I don't know, my mom or who knows, whatever. Baking. I've always wanted to be a baker. My destiny took me elsewhere, but I'm a really good baker, and now I want to pursue that as a job. No one is going to hire that person because it doesn't say all the right things on the person's resume, and because the resume reviews are now all going through AI bots. I call them robots. I know that's not like whatever. But going through AI, it's even worse because there's no human being making any kind of judgment calls. There's no judgment calls happening. So, in terms of having an income, I don't know what to do. I've toyed with some ideas. I might take some, like, welding classes in the fall at the community college. I don't know. It's just something that sounds interesting. Having a union job sounds nice. Am I going to be any good at welding? I don't know. Am I going to be able to do it, like, physically? I really don't know about that. I do have a big contract job coming up that will help a bit, but it's a one-time job. Then it'll be over. So, back around to this. So a lot of my, like, recent ruminations, I guess, have been around I spend a lot of time playing Minecraft and making content for Minecraft. And is that actually helping me in the long run? Am I just being insane? Because am I even like, is this like in dumb? Am I too old to be spending all this time playing Minecraft and making videos? Which I do get self-conscious about, although I'm going to tell you a cool story. So, for 4th of July, our town has a really cool, like, 4th of July event. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this thing. I want to make it like a party. I don't know how to do that. Oh, how about note blocks? That'll help. Or a jukebox. So 4th of July, we have this really cool event in our town. And this time they had crafting people selling their wares at little booths. And I walked up to this booth. I was with my eldest child and our friend. And I'm just going to check something real quick. Okay. Sometimes I get paranoid that YouTube magically set the chat thing back to top chat instead of live chat, and I've missed people's messages before. It makes me mad. No, never too old to play Minecraft, but am I too old to flaunt my Minecrafting? But I had this, I met this woman and her teenage daughter, and she was talking about something, you know, on the internet the kids were into. And she was like, oh, I kind of would like to do it, but my kid would be mortified. And I got really passionate out of nowhere that I didn't even know, like, where it came from. I was like, no, you should do it. You need to do it. And then I, like, leaned over and was like, I have a Minecraft YouTube channel. And she was like, what? You do? I'm like, yes. And you should do what's going to make you happy. And I went on about like how much joy I get out of doing all this stuff. And she got really excited. It was just a really like, I don't know, there was something really powerful about that exchange. And she like signed up for my channel right there on the spot, and it was nice. Yeah. Because I think that once we get to a certain age, I don't know, I think there's a tendency to start wondering like, oh, why? What am I here for? What do you, and I'm going to say it, I think this is especially true for women. At least traditionally. Ugh, this thing. Like, why? Why? I raised the kids. They're great. Now what? I thought that the now what would be that after my kids were old enough, I would be able to really dig into my career and finally like get all the things I always wanted from it, like promotions and better paycheck and on and on. But that disappeared right at the wrong time for me. So then what, right? Yeah. And like I said, I have tons of projects that I want to do. And some that I am doing that I like don't entirely know what I'm doing with. I talked to my mom on the phone. I know this is all over the place. This is just my brain. I'm just verbalizing my brain, so that's what's happening. Take it as you will. So I talked to my mom actually yesterday. See, look, here's the dead bat that I made. There's a way to bring this back to life, and I have no idea how that's supposed to work. So my mom, yes. I talked to my mom, and she in the past has been, kind of like a voice of, I'm going to say boomer reason, because it's not always reasonable, but it is to her. Yay! Oh man. My pear. Yeah, thank you. I think it's true. I don't like making generalizations, but there are some that I feel decently comfortable making. Yeah. Here, I'll put this bat away. I don't know what to do with it. I know what I need. Oops, darn it. I moved everything to my bedroom because it was the office that I use for things has been invaded, perhaps temporarily, but I didn't feel like I could just go in there and do stuff anytime I wanted with my streaming or whatever, so I moved it all into my bedroom. But now my setup is weird, so I need to fix a lot of things. I keep pressing weird keys because of how my keyboard's arranged. Die. So what I realized, talking to my mom, who, like I said, always has some good solid boomer wisdom for me, which is not always very useful, she just didn't understand how the gaming industry worked, for example. Anyway, I won't go into all that. I've tried making businesses a couple times for different things that I thought were amazing. They were amazing, but no one else thought so. So they failed. My mom was never really she wanted to be supportive of that, but like wasn't, couldn't hide the fact that she wasn't really that supportive. She thought I should just be having a job like a normal person. She gets things a lot better now though, and so I was talking to her, and I started talking about how I felt, how I was trying to figure out this Minecraft thing and what was I doing. And she didn't actually, I expected that she would say something annoying about, well, maybe you could just find a job doing blah, blah, blah. But she didn't. She actually really listened. And she asked me, well, what is your goal? This is terrible. Why did I think this was a good idea? I was thinking it'd be fun to bounce, but they make you slow too. Ugh. No, that's bad. I'm taking that out. Yeah, by the way, if you guys have ideas for this, whatever it is I'm making, please let me know. The idea was supposed to be like a pavilion, like that you would, rent at a park and have a party at. And we do have food mods. That's why I put this big table. I should make some cakes maybe. Yeah, so we do have a mod that lets you make cool little lights that I'm going to put in. So, but anyway, any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. I don't need that slime. So anyway, she asked me like, well, what is it that you want? Like, what's your goal? Which is a question I've been asking myself over and over again, practically on a daily basis. Since I started all this, and it's still a hard question to answer. Oh, I think because part of my goal isn't really like a goal so much as it is like, I don't know, a vibe. I am so burnt out, man. I'm just so burnt out. I'm so burnt out of a lot of things in my life. Oh, nosies. That's okay. I'll get back. And being able to make Minecraft content has been really freeing. It's super fun. I've been meeting really cool people doing it. I am very creative. I like storytelling. So I like building stories into the things I do. I think I have, honestly, I think that I have, here it is, there it is, yay, the bats, that's the best. And then there's one bee, because that's my son's spirit animal. All the bats, yay. So, that's very satisfying. So it's just a lot of fun, and I'm using skills that I feel really good about, like that I have, that I'm, whoops. Yeah, being aware of my surroundings is not always one of those. I have ideas for days. Yeah, the editing part is the part that gives me the most trouble. It's fun, but it also turns into a grind pretty easily for me. Which is a big part of why streaming's so cool. And then, oh man, there's some phantom blocks. And then, I I have some really cool stuff in the works. I Count Mosquito and I have been doing Movie Moguls, our role playing series, and I love it so much. It's really fun. I think, honestly, I think it's really good. Like, I watch some other role playing SMPs and stuff that, like, people are really into. I think ours is like, I mean, it has certain things that I think are better. I'm not going to say they're better, because different people like different things. But there are certain elements that I think are definitely pretty cool in terms of how we do storytelling and the way the story is unfolding, what have you. And so we were streaming weekly for that. But for reasons that are not mine, and I don't feel like mine to really just talk about, we're not gonna be able to stream on a regular basis together. And it's hard for me to sort of wrap my head around what that means as far as the project goes, because we still both want to do the project. But to me, a key part of that is that stream where we're interacting with each other. Because honestly, I'm going to be honest, we're so funny. We're so funny and we're so great as a team. And I'm really, really proud of the content we've been making. And our ideas for where we're going with it are so huge that sometimes, most of the time, as exciting as it is, I'm like afraid to say them out loud. I don't know why. I don't want to jinx it or something. I don't even know now if I should say much. But they're big. We have big ideas, and it's going to be something really like different too. And I'm still super passionate and excited about that. I just am not sure how to kind of work it if we're not streaming at the same time. So that's something I've been thinking about a lot. How to make that work out. And then, I'm in a couple other servers. One, I made the decision early on that I'm not going to stream in that server, because I just wanted something that was for me. I do kind of change how I play when I'm streaming, which is okay sometimes, but not always. I can say, is that what you meant? Wait, I can what? I don't know what I can. I can do something. Count Mosquito has given me permission to do something, but I'm not sure what it is, because I've been talking a lot. Oh, I wanted to make a backpack. I can share what's up? Okay. Wait. Sorry. Ooh, I want to make a claw machine. Sorry, I'm so distracted now. There's so many cool things. Sorry. I'm sorry, Count. What's up with you, or what's up with, like, our big plans for the future? That's where I'm getting confused. So I can make a lot of food. What is that? Oh, that's right. I also have this mod that lets me make a full deck of cards. Okay, that's right. And dice and stuff. So this now I know what to do. This is now a gaming party. We're going to have a buffet table at the back. And we're going to have tables to play games on. Yes, that will be great. This is going to be great. So anyway, I'm on these two servers. One I already know I don't really want to stream on. The other one I joined pretty recently, and it's really exciting and cool. And the thing that something I've been looking for, what is that? Which is an actual honest to goodness group of middle-aged Minecrafters, mostly women, not all, but mostly women. And it's really cool. The community is really nice. I started off going on there, like, I started off really excited, actually. But sort of like, I don't know, it's like I need to figure out what I'm doing in these different environments. Yay! I know! Cool people. One thing I thought of doing, and I sort of started doing it there, I started thinking, like, you know what, I would be really good at planning Minecraft events in servers. And maybe that would be a cool series of videos, because something I've noticed is that with these, like, multiplayer servers is that people are really, really excited, and everybody has like some idea for some giant build they want to make, and then they make the giant build, and then, oh, okay, thank you, Count. Yeah, so Count, basically it's that, and I get it, it's that, you tell me if I say the wrong thing, though, okay? If I mischaracterize this. That streaming in general, I know, is pretty exhausting for the Count. It is for me, too. But I think maybe more, I'm going to take a guess and say maybe more so for him. And then the other thing is that, having to stick to a schedule is very stressful. Like, showing up at specific time to do something can be really hard. No, I do not want you, Yeeta Cola. I'm going to yeet the Yeeta Cola. Go away. Like, it causes a lot of anxiety, and you know, it makes it so it's too stressful and not enough enjoyable and fun. And that's just not, like, it would show. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for him to stress himself out, and honestly, it's not worth it for the series to have people trying to play when they're all stressed out. That's my short summary of that. So yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, but, like, what do we do then? Because the fun part is when you and I are playing together. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm working on figuring that out. I don't blame him for needing to do what he needs to do for his mental health. I support that 100%. And it's not like we're canning the whole project or anything. We're definitely not. So it's just me trying to figure out now, like, how do I adapt? How do I adjust? But it's been, I can't lie and say it wasn't, like, kind of not not a surprise. Like it definitely caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, the very part that makes it great is the exhausting part. It sucks. um, yeah, yeah. It's hard to remember sometimes because count is so like comes off as so sociable and funny. But yeah, so he needs to take care of himself. I respect that. So yeah, so I thought about, okay, so on this middle-aged Minecrafter server, which is really cool, maybe I will use it as a way to explore what it would be like to do Minecraft events. And my brain, see, this is the problem with my brain, is that it gets so excited about an idea, like super, super excited. And it wants to throw all kind. My brain does feature creep for me. It's like, okay, yes, we could do that. We could go on this server, and then we could run events, and then we could make videos about those events, and then we could. People from all over the world will want me to help them make events for their Minecraft servers, because that sounds right, right? Go away. Oh man, I didn't mean to spawn this here. I spawned a stupid chaos shrine. Yeah. Sorry. Hope that wasn't somebody's spot. And that's how my brain works. And then, because I am experienced in the way my brain works, what happens is that it's like somebody steps violently on the brakes and goes screech and then starts saying stuff like, that is the stupidest idea I have ever heard. That is such a waste of time. That is, nobody wants to watch your videos as it is now. Why would they want to watch that? YouTube hates me. On and on and on and on. Why do I open the lucky blocks? The lucky blocks are almost always bad. The cakes are better. Oh my god. Dang it. Okay. It's because they're sitting here on the landscape, like taunting me. So yeah, every single time I am really excited about something related to YouTube or content creation, my brain puts on the brakes the second I start to take anything like seriously. Except for movie moguls. Movie moguls hasn't happened, and probably it's because I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's collaborative, or because our plans for the future are so dang exciting. Hey man, what you got? What you got for sale? Oh, I could just buy cake from you? That's cool. I don't have any emeralds or buckets. Wait, your name is Maynard? Oh yeah, I put this fun mod on. Let's see. Where all the villagers have names. It's cute. I like it a lot. So yeah, because I failed at like most vocational things in my life, I think I don't trust anymore that things are going to work. So I have two modes. One is like I'm super excited. I have a ton of ideas. I can't even sort through like which ideas are the ones that I want to pursue or that might be worthwhile pursuing. And then that train of thought starts to make me feel a little bit insane. What is that? Oh, seeds. And then the other part is this really negative part about how, you know, so what? What the heck? Aren't you working? Oh, fine, be that way. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like why do you think that could work? You've tried all these things before and you've failed at every single one. Um, I hate feeling like a failure. Uh, so it's probably some part of my brain trying to protect me, honestly. But at the same time, like, it feels like a self fulfilling prophecy. Like, I was watching this video. Oh, hi. Oh, I like this glaive. This glaive's cool. Chaos Worshipper. Not on my watch. I was. Oh wait, I'm not. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. Because I'm trying to think of what I'm doing. I'm just walking around. It's fine. I need iron. What did I do? I don't know what I just did. What the heck am I doing? No, that's right. I'm literally carrying around a block of iron. That's silly, silly, silly. I know. Our brains are so freaking mean. It's actually kind of funny that you are watching today, actually, because you were there for one of those rounds of me getting excited about doing a business and then failing at it. um, so I watched this video uh, by one of my kids' favorite streamers about how he like got started and everything. I think I need string. I think that's what I need. And you know, he talked about like I don't know why that's doing that. What the heck? You know, and he talked about like how when he was starting it was like a like total grind and like you know how like YouTube will take as much time. Thank you. Thank you. Um so how it you know can take as much time as you give it and stuff and just like how much time do I actually have to give it because I have kids who need me and my big kid just graduated from high school, which is amazing. My younger one is about to go to high school. And he there I don't know what. It maybe he's come a long way, but there will be like some kind of support he's going to need from me. I don't know what level or what it's going to look like, but I need to be available for that. Um, so it's like it's funny because during the school year, I was supporting them both, and I was looking at what's this? Oh, word salad. Yeah, that's why we have a garbage can. Um, I was looking at oh, right. I had made myself this like schedule, and I was looking at the schedule that I had made because it's in Canva. So I was making the thumbnail for today's stream, and I found it. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. It was just me trying to make some kind of sense of jamming the things that I wanted in between all the things that my kids needed. Um, and the other thing is, I just don't have the capacity that I used to. I'm tired a lot more. I get exhausted so much easier than I used to. Um, so I don't know. Where does that leave everything? Well, I think where that leaves everything is that I have a lot of reasons why I freak out every time I think maybe I should be taking this more seriously. Maybe this is an opportunity that I can work with, that I can do something with. And saying that out loud makes my anxiety spike. Um, oops. I don't know what this is either. But maybe, like, it's summer. I haven't been doing, honestly, a lot in general. I've been recovering. That's what I've been doing. And that's a thing. That's an actual, real, honest to goodness thing that has to happen sometimes. Um, I don't give a lot of credit to that as being a thing. I think that has to do with, the environment in which I was raised. What are these things? Oh, are these cranberry? Hi! Do you want to be my friend? Do I have any oranges? I only have one orange. You want this? Eat the orange. Okay, fine. Never mind. I think cranberries. So what do I do, right? Like, what if? What if I let myself try to be a YouTuber or a streamer or whatever? I have things I know I could do that would improve how my stuff is doing. I know that I should be on Twitch. I know that I've had two different young people with no children, I should add, offer to help me with like PR and social media and stuff, and are not expecting any kind of money in return. They just really want to do it. Like, there are things there. There's something. There's something. There are things that want to help me. And maybe it's time to just, like, I don't know, listen. listen to what, to get all hokey for a minute, but like listen to what I guess the universe is trying to tell me. I get really easily discouraged. It's easy for me to get discouraged. Oh, thank you, Riot. That, you know what? That means a lot to me. When someone Riot's age says I'm a good streamer, that's like, yeah, that's that is some very exciting feedback right there. Thank you. Thank you, Count. Oh yeah, string. That's what I was looking for. So what does it mean? Right? Like, what does it mean to take myself seriously? I don't know exactly. I like the snowballs. I I don't exactly know. I'm hung up on the fact that I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. That actually was another big thing that I was like, I had this whole event thing in mind, like, yay, and I'm gonna have this birthday event, and I'm gonna do like things to get more subscribers, and my goal is to get 100 subscribers by my birthday, and blah blah blah. So I have this really frustrating experience with my, not my streams, but my some of the Movie Moguls videos, where I will look at the YouTube analytics, right? And the YouTube analytics are like, wow, your thumbnail's great. Your thumbnail and title are great. People are clicking on it. Wow, your content's great. People are watching a surprising amount of it for whatever. And then I look at like impressions, which is how much YouTube shows, like basically gives opportunities for people to click them, click the videos, and it's like super low. And I'm like, YouTube, what the heck, man? You said this is how I get how I get visibility. The whole thing is like so insane. I've watched so many videos about working with the algorithm, blah blah blah. It's like, it's this weird, like, inscrutable black magic, I think. I've really tried. That's actually something that I did a lot in my career, was work with analytics and like discern things from them. I don't know what you're doing. And yet, I can't make, the YouTube stuff makes very little sense, which is frustrating. And I also have a problem with consistency. Do you think my kid would mind if I swiped their string, if they have any string? Hope they're not watching. I'm gonna take your string, don't mind me. Man, you don't have any. Fine. Oh, what's going on down here? Ooh, mine. Okay. String. String, string, string. I should put in that mod that lets you change wool into string. String. Spiders. That's what I need. I need spiders. Okay. So I know I want to continue with Movie Moguls. I don't know how it's gonna work. How I'm gonna keep it interesting to viewers and also to myself. Um, I'm thinking about that. Uh, I thought I would do like the next episode with like, yeah, yeah, it's really frustrating. Um, no one else knows how it works either. That's the thing that I've come away, that I've realized. Nobody knows what's happening. I don't know that like people at YouTube could even tell you. Um, do I have a bow? No. Darn it, my string. Oh wait, I have a fishing rod. I could try that. There's sometimes I can get string from fishing. I don't know. It's my best bet for now until spiders come out, I guess. Um, I like fishing. I like anything that's like, honestly, Minecraft gambling. Whee! So, and then I had this great idea for a series, and I know it would get views. What I don't know is if I want to do it. So, um, my specialty in games was narrative design, and yeah, totally. Nobody understands it. It's inscrutable, I've decided. Woo, wee. So, if people found it in the first place, I know it would get views. So I was a narrative game designer. My favorite kind of narrative design is like environmental storytelling, and I don't know if other people call that something different. I have a fishing mod. Uh, so, but that just means like, you know, how you set the scene in a game or a movie. Mise en scène is a word for it in movies. I wrote a paper on this, as a matter of fact. Anyway, so, but it's such a cool idea for talking about in Minecraft. I'm sure other people have done it. But my idea was to kind of like really lean into like creating an environment for a character and like really talking about why, about the choices I made, and like basically like they would kind of mise en scène. Yeah, mise en scène. It would be kind of like uh not a class exactly, but like here are some examples of how to do this. And my idea for it was to use Friday Night at Freddy's characters, which my eldest child is really into, the internet is really into. But then that sets up a series where I wouldn't do super detailed editing, but there's still videos and I have to edit. I suppose I could do that streaming. I don't know if that'd be the same like effect. So that was a cool idea I had that I don't know if I want to do. And then like I said, like making videos about, whoops, I got a tin can. I got a thunder. Doing videos about like event planning in Minecraft is interesting to me, or the concept is interesting. Again, do I actually want to do that? And so I have all these ideas and stuff, and I can't decide, first of all, which I want to do, and secondly, which are going to be interesting to people. And then I think to myself, well, how much should I care if people are interested? Of course, the answer is I care a lot. I just feel like I need like I don't know what I need. need like a coach or something who can like help me sort through these ideas and be like, okay. Oops. And then I also take it driftwood. Is that driftwood? Huh, what do you know? And then I also oh, like shorts is another thing. People always tell you to make shorts of your content. I hate making shorts. Mostly, it's just a pain. They're a pain. And I'm not good at it. I don't think I'm very good at shorts. I always try to include way too much stuff. So, there's that. Whee! And then because I don't even have 100 subscribers, I go through these things like I wanted to set up a Discord channel. And then I thought, and I actually put this out on a post on my YouTube page, like asking whether I should wait till I have 100 subscribers or just go for it. And I was told to just go for it, which makes sense. That's what I would tell somebody. But I don't feel like I have earned it. I haven't earned a Discord server. And if I did make one, I'd have like 3 people and it would be sad. So that's where I was a baby zombie. Yeah, there are monsters nearby and I don't like it. So I don't feel like I deserve a Discord server. I don't feel like I deserve to make a Patreon. I'm gonna say Patreon. I don't feel like I deserve a Patreon. You know, I have all these years. I seriously, this might sound crazy. I don't know if it sounds crazy. Like I have sketches of like ideas for merch and stuff in my notebooks, and like I don't feel like I deserve or it's too early or something. Like there are just all these questions that I don't know how to navigate because it's so outside of my frame of reference. It's like not even my scene, you know? It's like more my kid's scene. There we go. So definitely the first step, and I took this step, definitely the first step was moving all of my stuff so that it's more easily accessible. It's now in my room. I can do editing, or like it takes a huge mental load off, like huge mental obstacles. Oh, fudge. Where are you? Die. Nope. Wrong button. Die. I hate you. Thank you. Sorry, that was rude. So I moved the stuff in my room. This has already helped me because if for no other reason, it like, I don't know how to describe this. My brain got excited about it. Deserving, that's not a thing. Yeah. Yes, I know deserving is not a thing. And here's the thing. If a friend of mine said this to me, I would be like, you should do what you gotta do. You should just go for it. I know. Why is it so hard to take the advice that you would happily give other people? I don't know. Hold on, I'm going to move a window. Boop, there. I do think I should be on Twitch, and I've had this is another thing, I've had a big mental block about that. Maybe now that I have my stuff in a place that feels more accessible, that'll be less of a mental block. Whoosh. Oh, I forgot to not sleep so I could kill spiders. Dang it. Dag nibbit. It's an ice hole. Yeah, it's so much easier said than done. I'm really good at giving people advice. I give great advice to others. So yeah, I really do think Twitch is the next step for me. I also think I'm going to try to... I've been reading this book about like daily routines of different like creative people and stuff, which is very interesting. Woo. And I think, oh, hey, look, there's string. I see string. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. It was really nice of you to come. What does that do? Does it do anything? I don't know what that does. Okay. Whoa. So I want to try making like a schedule. And I think to start, I don't want to jump into the deep end. I need to be gentle with myself. And I think I'm going to start with, oh, I don't have any, I like the cherry guys. They're so weird. I don't have any cherries. Hey, buddy. And I think I'm gonna start like not too intense. Like with like a Movie Moguls stream once a week at a regularly scheduled time, and then like one other stream that's just kind of random and is more like this. Is not like a role-playing thing. Oh my god, I still have this series that is unfinished because which is poor baddie in the realm is still trapped in the nether. Yeah, she still has 30 days to go of her 80 days around the nether challenge. And I'm sorry about that, baddie. I'm sorry. I can't figure out how to make the lights. I think the cup I can do something with. I need to wrap that up. I've been putting that off, honestly, because just, I think it has been a drag trying to... Oh, thanks, Count. Like, I think it's really fun. I think a big part of why it hasn't been happening is because because of the situation with the living arrangements right now. So probably putting all my setup into my room will help me finish that, I'm hoping. And maybe what I'll do then is I'll do that finish that one up first. Like I want to have a time slot where it's just like, show up, I'll be here, I will be doing whatever, playing Minecraft, let's hang out. And But maybe first I'll use that time slot to finish the nether thing. Yeah. I also need to get myself off of summer schedule. I've been going to bed too late, waking up too late. It's not helpful. Everyone else in my house has been doing that too, so it makes it seductive to do the same. So I don't know. Did I solve anything? I sure talked a lot. I think a lot about... this is more good advice I give people. Where I think about... Oh, I bet I need glass. It's really impossible to know the future and what life is gonna hand you. I think that's extra true these days. I think that Gen Z and Gen Alpha are gonna... they're gonna have a time trying to figure out what to do with themselves, and no one is gonna have good advice for them. But I think that it is valid, and maybe even the only sane thing to do, is to pick a path and start walking. And if you realize that's not the right path, then get on a different path and start walking that too. And I think where my hang up has been is not wanting to commit to a path. Like, I'm just kind of just like walking along, but like sort of stumbling and weaving and maybe a little drunk and getting pulled over by the cops. And like, and you don't get far that way. So I think my takeaway, if you will, is that I can see the next stages in front of me of this path. I see them. I just need to keep walking. And whatever happens, the content I make, it's not a waste of time. It'll still be here. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future to YouTube either. But I have the original videos too, so it's stuff that will exist. One of the most crazy, frustrating things to me about making video games is that I put so much work and heart and effort and love and everything into the games I made over the last 25 years. And you can play hardly any of those games now, today. That hurts. I gotta be honest. That really hurts my heart. But these videos, I don't know. I think they'll have a longer shelf life. And I think that also My dad was a jazz musician. I had dreams about him last night, actually. My dad was a jazz musician, and since he passed away, I've felt it has been such a gift that I have recordings of him singing. He was a better sax player than he was a singer, but I like his singing. And it's really cool that I can still listen to him in a way. It's really nice. And that when I hear jazz out in the wild, I think of him. And a couple tunes in particular that I remember listening to over and over and over again growing up, I can, almost take it as a sign that he's there, that he's taking care of me in a way, which is so nice. Here, let's make this glass. Why not? And the thought of being able to leave something behind that, who knows? Who knows? Oh, I can make the camera now. Sorry. I love the camera so much. I don't know what to do with this glass. I like the idea that I have a chance to leave behind something for my kids. That hopefully they have some way of watching or whatever. But I like that. And honestly, I feel like there's so much to do. Part of why I love Minecraft to death is that there's just always new stuff to do and to learn. Can I put this down? I cannot. Wait, what the heck? Why did it get water? Seriously. Okay. I don't know. Like putting together the mod pack for this server was so fun. And this is the first time I've tried running a server, and like definitely a learning curve, but very interesting stuff. It's cool to learn about. And I don't know, there's just like so much to explore, and there's still so much somehow that seems to me to be unexplored or underexplored maybe. There's just a lot to do. So I think my next step is I was gonna joke. My next step is to make signs. That's funny. I promise. What the heck? Sure. Get on Twitch. That is a step that I could be doing. Twatch. And I could do I think I could do 2 streams a week and have a regular schedule. Like a regular work schedule. But because it's me making the schedule, it doesn't have to be 40 hours a week. It can be whatever I can manage. Hey, man. Yeah, what you got now? The signs are the answer to everything. Absolutely they are. I'm not organizing. I'm just putting a sign. Yeah, that's how you use the signs. What? That's what you do with signs. What else do you do with signs? I started in my, I'd like to, that's another thing. I really want to finish my ADHD series that stalled out. I think that was helpful and good. I want to finish it because it was helpful and good. A key part of that was I was using signs instead of like Post-its or like a whiteboard. I like having a whiteboard or something on the wall where I can write down all the things. It helps me to like see them in person. Okay, so apparently I cannot look at the just enough, man. Okay. Well, the things I want to make for this pavilion-y thing are things that I don't know how to make. Boing, so I'll make a table at least. Table. Tableau. Oops. So yeah, those are the next few steps. I don't know if there's more steps I'm ready to take, but I think I could at least do those. I think having like a schedule that makes sense and is not insane, because that is a thing I tend to do with schedules. Ooh, look, a planter. I like mods and like, look, I got a new whatever. Now I can make this thing that's cute, I guess. Boo, boo, boo. So yeah, those are the next few things I could do. Oh yeah, that's right. Like I was saying, I just need to be careful and make a schedule that is reasonable, because what I usually do is make some crazy schedule. I already had a whole bunch of these. Oh well. And then feel super bad when I can't keep it up. I don't recommend that as a life strategy. I do not. I'll make the edges darker. I don't know. Yeah. I may have done all the yammering that I am here to yammer about. Boop. Boop, boop. That's how I often figure stuff out, is just by, I have to talk it through, and talking it through not just to myself is really helpful. So thank you, everybody. You know, that's a cool table. I like that. It's pretty neat. I don't know where to get more dark oak though at the moment. And I need more storage too. See, I can put little lights all along here. Like that. And then yeah, and then we'll have a couple tables where you can play games, and like a buffet table somewhere. It looks like that would be a nice little party setup. Oh, it's Sebastian. Hi. Hi, Sebastian. My chat got buried, sorry. Oh no. Oh no, my chat. My chat. Chat, where did you go? Come back to me. Oh, there you are. Good. I'm really glad, Count. I think one thing about I think one thing that keeps me from feeling too self-conscious about jibber-jabbering about myself for a while is that I know that even though the conglomeration of all of our experiences and life, like, make us different people. Nonetheless, like, the individual elements, the individual things that we go through, usually there's someone else who's been dealing with that too. And I like helping people. I like helping people. It makes me feel really good. And if I can help people while solving my own problems at the same time, I mean, it's pretty great. That'll do. That'll work. I don't want to make this pavilion bigger. I'll just do a table here. No, wait. You have to be able to go all the way around it. Table there. I don't know. It's not like enough space. Not enough space. Whoops. Hi. Hello. So, yeah, I don't know, I think I might have used up all my existential yapping. Probably. But I am gonna stick around and, I don't know, work on this a little bit. I don't know how much. So, you are welcome to stick around. Or I don't know, if you have stuff you want to talk about with regards to whatever, I'd be happy to listen. Or if you just want to talk about cushions, we could talk about cushions. Yeah, cushions. I really love Minecraft so much. Like, if you're playing some other game and like the devs came out with an update or whatever, it would be like, oh no, I can't believe they're nerfing my thing, and oh my gosh, they're this new Jibber Jabbity thing. Oh, there's frickin', you see them, right? It's frickin' pillagers. This new Jibber Jabbity thing that they're coming out with. I mean, I guess it's cool. I guess it's okay, but like, it's totally gonna ruin my build and blah 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 blah. I've spent 20 years making this perfect build. And now it's going to be ruined from this new event. And and Minecraft is like, guys, you'll never believe this. But they're putting in cushions. And Minecraft community is like, cushions! Oh my fucking god! Yeah! Wow! I love me some cushions! It's great. I love it so much. You are gonna shoot me. Okay, fine. Fine, shoot me. I'm gonna honey glaive you. Ha! Take that. Take that. This has a special ability too. I don't remember what it is supposed to be. I honey glaive you to death. Take this honey. Take this honey to the face. Haha. Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. Whoops. Sometimes this honey glaive is bugged, but when it works, it's really cool. Yes, cushions. Okay. Now we're talking. What are you going to do with your cushions, people? I know, it really makes me so happy, honestly. No, I know. I agree with you. I just think it's really, really funny that if you, yeah, if you heard it out of context, you're like, why are these people freaking out about cushions? What? It's great. I love it. Oh, maybe I need more diamonds. Yeah, wool farms. What are you talking about? You can make whoopee cushions. Of course, that's your contribution. Thank you. What do you mean you can make whoopee cushions? You must explain this. Like, really? Like if you put it on a note block or something? Yes. They will be great for... Yes. Whoopee cushions. I have an arrow. I have 2 arrows in my head. That's really uncomfortable. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I can't wait to do with my cushions is I want to make a pillow fort. A big pillow fort. I think that'd be great. My pillow fort is not going to have whoopee cushions. I hope that's okay with you guys. I mean, maybe it could. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is great. I'm excited. I'll tell you what I'm excited actually about is the fact that you can sit on them in general is really fantastic. Because you can make, like I always am trying to make like cafes and stuff like that. And you gotta sit. You have to be able to sit. So that'll be great. But yeah, also pillow fort. I don't know what you're... Yeah. This is how you break this, right? What? How do you get the stuff out of the ancient debris? I know there's stuff in it. Ooh. Oh, or in a minecart? Cushion in a minecart? In the realm I played on, I made like a little bed for my allays with a minecart. It was very cute. That'd be really cute if you could put a little cushion in there. I don't know what to do with you. I need copper. Copper. Make light bulbs with copper, right? Smelt the debris. Oh, of course. Whenever there's something and you don't know what to do with it, throw it in the furnace. That's what you should do. Donk. That is my hot pro gamer tip for Minecraft. Thank you. I furnace it. Boom. Oh, wait. Okay. Thanks for coming, Count. And thank you for chatting. It's nice to chat. I just want like a regular copper block. I'm trying to figure out for myself how one would make like Count Mosquito, everybody. Bye. Bye bye. I don't know if any of these are just solid. I'm trying to, like, without looking at the just enough inventory or just enough items or whatever, like, figure out how to make light bulbs. Copper, right? Does that make sense? But all the copper around here is, like, crafted and stuff. Oh, no, no, no. Here's some. Boom. I kind of just want to feel like I finished something while on this stream. Anything. Actually, if I had one more, if I could find one more dark oak, I would be happy. Oof. I should make the tables be, oh, can I turn this back into copper? I should make the table legs be anvils. I have enough anvils for a while to last for quite some time. Okay, copper. Now can I make something light bulb related? Yep, there's the copper block. Herm, as the villager would say. Okay. I don't know the secrets. I'm gonna have to check out the JEI thing. I also really wish I knew how to make, oh wait, here it is. Okay, I don't know what changed, but okay. Okay. Light. No. What is that? Oh, it's a hat. Okay. Lights. Here's some lights. Here, these are the lights I want. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, how do I make... Here we go. Oh, it takes glowstone. Okay, I feel like I should have guessed that somehow, but fine. Fine. So that takes glowstone. Making playing cards takes a blank, which takes, ooh, actually kind of a lot of stuff. Okay. Paper, though, is key for that. Ooh, look, I can make chess pieces. Okay. I need smooth quartz. Great. Checkers. Diorite. Okay. That's not too bad. Artifact. Shroom light. What does this mean? Okay, I don't know. And then dice. D6. I want to make a D6. Why don't you show up? Okay. I don't even know what this means. Maybe this is how you make boards. I have a feeling these boards are actually going to be ginormous. What is a light hook? Oh, light hook. Right. For fishing. Okay, so I want to make all the game stuff, and I want to make some cool lights, and then I want to make some party food, like cake. I know there's some different cakes I can make. Cake. Hey, look, lucky cake. Birthday cake. What the heck is that? Okay. Why would you make a birthday cake out of evil flowers? Is it a trick? Trick cake? Grape cake? Strawberry cake? Here, chocolate cake. Chocolate bar. Cocoa beans. Okay, there are a lot of steps to making all these. Okay, so cake. How about, I know that you can make some like, oh, you can make ice cream. That's right. Carrot ice cream. Delicious. Snowballs, milk. Oh, these aren't too bad. The ice creams aren't so bad. Apple ice cream sounds better. Oh gosh. Melon slices 3D. Ooh, I like the 3D. And then you can put them on the table. Juice. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Let's see. What about juice? Ooh. They won't tell me. Don't tell me. Okay. So. Okay. So I either need glowstone. Let's see. A lot of stuff I don't have is what I need. I have all kinds of stuff. And yet the things I need are things I do not have yet. Okay. Well, I don't know where to get. I wonder if you can get glowstone from a lucky cake. You get a surprising amount of stuff from lucky cake. Look at these diamonds. Here, I'm gonna go over here. Trying to keep the chaos like in this general area now that the birthday event is over, so it doesn't like invade everything. Okay, maybe I'll just try a few lucky cakes and see what I get, and then if I don't get what I need, I will Oh, look, quartz. I can get quartz from these weird towers. Wait, is that quartz or is that, blop, bloopy, blop, blop? You know what I mean? The blop, blop. What is that called? You know, the white stuff that goes with geodes. Boom. Totem of Undying. Okay, okay. Man, I didn't want that. That's not what I wanted. Calcite, thank you. Sheesh. I did not order a Chaos Worshipper in my cake. I didn't order drowns in my cake either. There's a spider on top. That's annoying. Oh, hi. Ooh. Hee 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 hee. Oh man, he's such a jerk. Hey guys. Don't mind me. Do you have any glow dust in there by any chance? Probably not. Hey, these are just supposed to have a... Oh, here it is. Nope. Donation barrel. Salmon. There's a spider up there. Hey! You're also a Chaos Worshipper. What the heck? I don't know if he's implemented yet, but there are going to be like Chaos, like a boss, like bosses. He's got a whole thing. Well, that didn't help. Oops. I suppose I could go like, I don't know, actually look for glowstone or something. This is arguably more fun. Oops. Trade someone a Totem of Undying for some glowstone. Boom. Man. Oh. I like watching them fall from the sky. Okay. This landscape is so bizarre. Whoops. Ugh. Man. Like, the silverfish are dying when they hit the ice. Maybe it's just the fall damage? Oh, wait. I also put in this great mod that it's called Simple Joys, and it, whee! Does stuff like that. It puts in little, like, treasure spots. I'm gonna put in, I don't know if anyone else is ever gonna play on this server again or not, but I'm gonna put in, I'm having fun tweaking the mods. Definitely needs lootar, because I already, like, found a village someone else had been into, and it was frustrating. Look at that giant tower. Do you think I could go all the way to the top? That is a lot. How many blocks do you think that is? I'm not sure if I'm up for that. Ouch, right now. Oh yeah, that's another thing that's actually been kind of on my mind too, is that what do I do with this place? This crazy place. Because for my birthday I actually decided that it would be easier. This was not true, but I thought it would be easier to just go ahead and get myself a server rather than trying to use these like other ways that my kids use with their friends to play, which seemed janky sometimes. So because I was going to play with people, I thought, oh, just, you know what, it's not really that expensive, especially when you don't need to be able to support like a lot of people. So I went ahead and got a server. So now I have this server. I could maybe turn this into a forever world, but the thing is, I also have the realm, which is how everything got started. And the kids do not play there anymore. But all their stuff is there still. And my stuff is there still. And there's like lore built into it and stuff. But I don't need 2 forever worlds to play on. I don't know. Maybe I just overthink a lot of these things, actually. Maybe I should just do what I want. Just follow my whims. Don't think so hard about it. But yeah, I want to put loot R on this one. And basically anything else that lets you... I don't want to necessarily do like big structures and stuff. But I do like wandering around the world and just finding... Yeah, do what's fun. That's what they say. They say do what's fun. I like wandering around the world and just like finding stuff like this. This is great. This is one of the best mods kind of ever. Wait, what was that went down there? Were they potatoes? Or were there... They were potatoes, right? Yeah. My inventory is too full. Wait, don't I have a backpack? No. I don't seem to have a backpack. Maybe I killed my I did die. Maybe my backpack died. Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. That's where the conflict comes in between my... I should just do what I want versus overthinking which thing will I do that will get the most people interested. That's the deal. That's what's hard. And it's hard to get rid of the idea that maybe I don't have to do the thing that most people will be interested in. Maybe that does not matter as much. That is really hard to accept. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I don't know if that's a generational thing or if that's like an American thing or that's just a human thing. Like measuring success in a very specific way. With numbers. Measure success with numbers. And not with vibes. Maybe that's our problem. We should be measuring success with vibes. But then how do you figure out who is ahead of who? Oh no. I have a map. Is there a dark oak? No, that's not dark oak. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of glitch. That is a lot of glitch. Well, I don't see any dark oak on the map at the moment. I suppose I could, Hey! You don't have any glowstone, do you? Buddy pal? Sebastian is your name? No, you were just here. And you didn't have glowstone then either. No, wrong. I really should just make more storage. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Here. Whee! Oops, I missed. What is this fun nonsense? I could make another backpack. I think I might need more string. Let's see. Packa. Basic packa. Oh, right. I always forget I need a box and sleeping bag. wool. Oh yeah, there's wool. I'll take all the wool from my child. It doesn't seem nice. I don't have. I can make shears. Hi, sheeps. I've also never, because I've never done like operator stuff, I've never really used like any of these commands either. I felt really bad because I have this one mod and I put it in here very specifically for my kid because my kid loves ravens. It's their favorite animal. See, isn't that cute? And you're supposed to find them in forests. And my kid spent like, I swear, hours and hours looking for a raven in these dumb forests. And then we had these this one mod that adds new plants. Oh, it's the Ferdinand's flowers one. Also added these berry bushes that were called like raccoon grapes, and the raccoon grapes are spiky like sweet berries. And so my poor kid spent all this time, finally found a raven, tried to bring it home, and right at the last minute it walked through these dumb raccoon grapes and died. And they were more than a little bit heartbroken about it. I felt really bad. And then I was like, well, I could summon one. I'll summon one for you. But they didn't want me to because that was cheating. So, yep. That's how it goes. Ooh, jack-o'-lantern fungus. That's a cool name. Ooh, wait, a lemon guy. Do I have lemons? I have a bunch of lemons. Hey, lemon, yeah. I really like these guys. If you ever played Stardew Valley, they remind me of those little Jumino spirit things. This is a different color orange. Nope, also jack-o'-lantern. So don't tell my child, but I'm like kind of trying to seed the world with more ravens. I don't know if they'll despawn though. I don't know how that works. There was something in the instructions for the mod that was like, you can change how often the ravens appear, but if you go into this file, but I couldn't find that file. So, I did not. I didn't just go back. This is the way it came. Oh my gosh. I feel silly. It's okay. Hello, lemon. Lemon boy. So, put another one. Boom. There. Hi. Don't despawn. Stay nearby. Hi. You can tame them, of course. They do cool things. But apparently they don't fly over spiky bushes. Where'd you go? They also look at you like they're very suspicious of you. Are you Sebastian again? Yeah. You know, I actually really think it's useful that these these traders have names. Like, it's fun, but also pretty great because I always know whether I've talked to that one already or whether it's a different one. Where are you going? No, you're supposed to stay over. Okay, fine. Be that way. Ooh, cherry. I don't have the cherries. Is there more forest this way? Oh no, don't go into the chaos. The glitch biome. Goober. Goobity goober. Ooh, hey, there's cherries. No, those are apples. Bummer. I want to have like a whole army of these little things following me. They'll fight, but they're really, really weak. So, yeah. They'll fight, but they will die quickly. Let's see, where am I? Okay. I think I have reached the point in my Minecraft experience for the day where I can no longer keep straight in my head what I'm doing, and I'm just wandering around completely aimlessly. So probably that's a good place to call it for today. I want to thank everyone so much for showing up to my stream and for listening to me yammer on about my life and etc. etc. I hope it was enjoyable and that you will come around for a stream in the future that might be a little bit more normal. I don't know. But maybe not. Maybe I'll just do what's fun, and maybe what's fun is for me to jibber jabber forever about existential life things. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming. If you're not subscribed, please do. That would be really wonderful and helpful to my life, probably. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And goodbye for now.